Vikings, who will have to be at their best to slow them down.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Kansas City Chiefs. First carry now for Dalvin Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. They run it again with Cook. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. From the gun, Bridgewater. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Justin Houston in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. The Vikings send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle, and this is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Now here's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Butker now to kick this one away. And now out comes Minnesota. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Bridgewater on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Bridgewater now on second down. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Odell Beckham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up.
No, fouled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one taken from the 7. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. And out come the Chiefs now. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Now a handoff looking right. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. First down, Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Yeah, he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Cook following the penalty. And an alley to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, Cook. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it. And now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. Now a handoff here to his running back. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And
he's got it at the 15. A big play there for Minnesota. 57 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Reggie Ragland leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Second down, Bridgewater. Forced out to his left, and he's going to go down again. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30.
Sometimes you're never quite sure there's actually scheme that got the ball blocked. But I know one thing. The special teams coach, he's going to take the pats on the back for it anyway.
It's always interesting to watch after the block, the scramble for the football. Nice job there. They kept their wherewithal, got it, able to return it.
And on that, he can take the pats on the back because once you get the block, everything that happens from there is really controlled chaos. And you try and control it through your practice, through your teaching, and understand, expect to get the block. And once we do, this is how we respond.
Throwing now is Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Butker now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And the wideout in motion. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. 10 yards still left on second down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. Third down here.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Let's go. 180.
Throwing is Bridgewater. The left side caught by Diggs. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. And tough starting field position here. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 47 yards. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. In motion comes the tight end left. A second down throw for Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Malik Jackson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Odell Beckham with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Second down fumble. Now the offense needing to do something here on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit!
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Being chased out left. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken right around the 44. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. We have been treated to great offense on both sides. The defense is on the other end of the spectrum. They're just searching for answers right now, aren't they?
And for most defenses, it's a very uncomfortable, in a lot of ways, unfamiliar spot, because points are going to be scored. But the way we're seeing them today, it's almost like there's no resistance. They've got to figure out how to slow these offenses down. Maybe someone on either side can make a big play and start to wreck and disrupt the timing that we're seeing.
As we get closer to halftime here. In motion is Strong. Here's Bridgewater. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Jalen Strong, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Bridgewater again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little.
Kevin White, the 40, past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kevin White, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. A give. This is Cook, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. So it'll be first down here after the run. They go play action here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. 8 yards to go here on second down. To throw is Bridgewater. And Diggs has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Again, it's Cook. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. It's complete to Diggs. And, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Bridgewater on 1st down. A swing pass caught, and he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run for it with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And the lead will shrink to 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Mahomes now on 1st down. That's caught right side by Anderson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Mahomes now on first down. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Steps away to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. Now they try the right side here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go play fake. Mahomes. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Shift together here from the D-line. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Hill. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the team...
And look out! I think he's going to go! The 20! And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! A great effort there. 78 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This one taken from the 7. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Now, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 79 yards. And the Chiefs are a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2. Now Mahomes. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Let's go.
First down, Bridgewater. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Morgan. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down. Handoff comes to Cook. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Let's go. 180.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Justin Houston in there to get him. And that's sack number 18 for him on the year. Third and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's got the completion to Strong. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They needed 14. They got 15 here on 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. First down, here's the run with Cook. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Cook running right. And an alley to run. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Bridgewater on the move to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Bridgewater to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And now here's a carry heading left. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff as they run left side. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Second down, 9 yards to go. Now Mahomes. Quick hitch, complete. It's Anderson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now. Detroit!
Now it's Hunt. And a short gain down to about the 33. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. So what a finish here as they maneuver into the outside of his range. He steps up and drills it from long distance.
And Brandon, that was no gimme, was it? These kickers, though, all they want is a chance. And he knew that one was good the second it left his foot.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Thinking back to 2015, didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but